Hi everyone, my name is Oksana and you are watching my channel Blythe Me More. In today's video, it's all about all you need to have in case you want to become a Blythe customizer. So I will give you some advice based on my personal experience, and to begin with, it's about purchasing a doll with an extra facial plate. I decided that I would better go for the safe option because I was sure that my first trial will be a failure, and actually by buying an extra plate, it gave me a confidence that it's fine to make a mistake because I still have a second chance. And by practicing on the extra plate, it also gave me the sense of the plastic, so I even drilled here very deep the lips, so I will know how far the drill can go and how much plastic is here. So it's just such a practical advice that you can follow to secure yourself, and instead of maybe purchasing two dolls, just one doll and an extra plate. This is my advice number one. And I decided that I would like to start from the top to the bottom. So if we talk about hair, so definitely you will need to wash it, and it's not human hair, it's synthetic. So definitely at home you'll need to have, or if you don't, you need to purchase, it can be any washing powder, and also you need to have the clothes softener. If we talk about hair and washing it, even if it's not greasy or sticky, you'll still need to clean it. And I also bought a set of hair brushes, which I only use for the doll. Well, it has 4 or 5 brushes, but at least you need to have 1 or 2 spare ones, which will be only for the purpose of the brushing the doll's hair. This as we talk about here. And let's move on and continue talking about the face and facial plate. Well, definitely you will need to remove the gloss from the doll, and what you will need, it's a set of sand sponges. Honestly, I've tried sandpaper of different sizes. For example, this is 2,500. I have a range like from 500s to 3,500s, but it doesn't really work for me. So I found my happiness, I can say this way, in the set of such sponges. So it has like 3 sizes: super fine, ultra fine, and microfine. So I'm very happy with them, and occasionally I can use the more, let's say, harsh sponges, but I heavily rely on these 3. And once we remove the gloss and we start modeling the face, right, because it's called carving, right, so you will need to have, well, I have a Dremel. It has different heads that I can change. I bought a big set, but honestly, out of that huge box, I'm only using Dremel itself and 5 heads. One of these I'm not using. So it's called Dremel. I found in a local store, brand Ozito. Well, I'm pretty much happy, but honestly, I don't know what to compare it with. So this is my main tool. And finally, at last, I got the set of carving knives that I have been waiting for more than 2 months from AliExpress, probably because it was considered as something dangerous or weapon. So yeah, it took almost even 3 months of waiting. This set of knives I use for also modeling the lips. This is about the tools, right? And after we clean the face, there is some essential item that you must have. It's called Mr. Super Clear matte. I know that this is a new edition because before they were manufacturing slightly different formula, but unfortunately now it's not available anymore. But still, be careful and go for matte, not gloss, because gloss again will give you the shiny face, which we don't need. Well, definitely you will need to purchase to find by any means Mr. Super Clear matte. And as we talk about the makeup, what do you need? Well, I bought a set of palette of many colors. I guess 72 or 76. I don't use all of them, so the brand is Faber-Castell. I'm not sure how to pronounce it in the right way. Well, it has huge number of choices of colors, but you know the problem with the soft palette that some of the colors, they don't give you strong pigmentation, so it looks bright and so appealing, but once you start putting it as a makeup on a doll, you feel like it becomes colorless and you need to put several layers. But still, out of other brands, I also was watching some videos and recommendations. It was one of the best choices you can find in the market. So you'll need to have the soft palette, not oil. This is very important. Okay, I'll just put it this way. And from the same brand, I have watercolor pencils. I also bought a big set of 24 colors, but it turned out that I need just let's say 4 or 5, and it's mainly for the eyebrows, so like brown, black and beige, maybe some gray colors, but it must be watercolor pencils. Yes, and if we are talking about makeup, well, some artists, and I also started trying occasionally to use just normal cosmetics, like I have here eyeshadows or the powder for the face. So it's up to you. I don't fully rely on it. I fully rely on my soft pastel, but occasionally, as I told you, I can put eyeshadows and nothing more. Yeah, so once we are talking about the face, and if we let's say made a mistake and you don't like the way you put your makeup, and definitely it will happen at some point, so you cannot also do your custom without such melamine sponge. So this melamine sponge, it's such a saver because it helps you to remove the parts of makeup that you're not happy with. I also bought this kneaded rubber, like eraser. I saw some recommendations. It's also about the makeup removing, but I found like once I use it, then the part becomes slightly sticky, and it actually does more harm than good. As for me, maybe I don't use it in the proper way, but I almost dropped using it. So I rely on melamine sponge. And let's say if something really bad happened and you don't like the makeup at all and there is some scratch on the surface, so in that case you will need to remove all, and in that case you will need to have the liquid for nail polish removal and the cotton discs. But again, definitely it's like the last measure, the last resort, let's say, because if we are not careful enough, I'm not sure about the chemical reactions, but sometimes when I use it, so the plate covers with some white spots, then it's very hard to remove, as again I need to use the sponges. I also saw some recommendations of the doll artist, and she said that it's better to take such liquid which doesn't have like any coloring, like, you know, the basic. You don't need any special let's say, smells or some special features it may have. But this is the only one I had at home, so this is for you just to know. And if let's say you decide to change the ears, I tried with one of my dolls, so I totally removed the ears the doll had, and I was using the ears, which can be actually temporary. You can just put them for some time and remove after all, but I decided that I want to have them permanently, so but I made them slightly smaller. In that case, you will need to have glue. Well, I'm using this one, yeah, and it must be written that it's for plastic, so this particular glue helps to stick the plastic parts, so I'm using it. And we will stay a little bit for long once I'm going to talk about the eyes, as here this part of the doll needs a lot of care and needs really a lot of goods that you need to purchase. Well, definitely you'll need to replace the eyelashes, and I would recommend you buying at least, I could say, two colors, like standard black, and I also purchased white. I feel like I also made some, let's say, brown eyelashes, and since I didn't know about the size to choose, so I took like the mixture of the density of like eyelashes. In one of the videos I will talk in great detail, because I'm not really experienced. I never bought them for myself, so it was very confusing once I was choosing some numbers and letters like 3D or 2C. I'm not sure. I didn't know what it means, but now more or less I understand, because I bought one more set of eyelashes, which is not suitable for the doll, as I discovered. And once we talk about the eyelids, so here you have options. Either you'll go for using your soft palette, like here I was using yellow color, and later on I used stickers for the nails. Well, I'm not sure. At first I liked it, but now I feel that I don't like it anymore. So it's just about the likes and preferences. And I discovered that I really like using the gel nail polish for the eyelids. So here I have two options that I use, and if you go for the option with the gel nail polish, well, here a lot of expenses are coming, because you will need to buy several colors. I guess I have 7 different colors, and you will need to have non-sticky coat, yeah, to seal the nail polish. And in that case you will need to also purchase, so I never purchased it for myself, but I purchased for the dolls the UV lamp. Otherwise the nail polish, the gel nail polish, will never dry. So here you see the big bulk is on eyelids, and on eyes in general, because you know that doll has 4 pairs of eyes, so you also will need to buy eye chips. Well, some make them themselves, but still it involves also a lot of work, because you'll still need to buy the this glass or plastic part, which you can stick later on the iris that you print and cut. You also will need some special glue and the lamp, but I don't go for that option. I simply buy from AliExpress ready eye chips, and I'm so happy. They're so beautiful, and all the colors just amazing. I didn't waste a single pair, so they're all well made, because you know, if you do it yourself, there are very high chances that some will be spoiled. So I'm very happy with the options AliExpress gives you. And you will definitely need to buy many pairs, because let's say for one doll it's 34 pairs, And definitely, let's say if you purchase big sets, they will be always more economical than if you just purchase individually pairs of eyes. Yeah, so this is about the eyes. And you know, the doll has the mechanism of switching the eyes, and here there is a pull string and pull ring. I have a very detailed video about how to make your pull string and which pull rings to choose. So just in general, you will need to have a number of different beads and charms, so you will be able to assemble your own pull strings. And well, here you see also I'm buying the ropes of this kind. So again, I have a video which is so detailed about the sizes of all the elements you need. Let's continue. And definitely I forgot to mention that you will be sticking the eye chips, so that's why you will need also to buy any super glue. I mean, it's not really important like which brand it is. So it happened that I'm using the same brand as for the plastic. I was buying from the same store. Right, and that's still not all, because you know that we have the back panel, so we'll be using the same materials as sponges, yeah, for the removing the gloss. And I almost forgot to mention that we need a screwdriver. This is the probably I could say the very first tool that you must have, so you'll be able to deassemble the head of the doll. And the one I'm using, it's like a cross. I'm not an expert in screwdrivers, but again, it's a cross, it's not a star. And because you know, by mistake I was using similar, but it had like a very sharp tip on the top, so I couldn't really manipulate the screws carefully, and I scratched the panel here because, well, the plastic is pretty much, you know, sensitive if you like put a little bit of effort on a metal screwdriver, so definitely it will leave some undesirable marks. So and you know that it's very popular or fashionable to draw something on the back panel of your doll, yeah, which will match the all the image and the character of your custom. And since I'm not good at drawing, I even can say I'm terrible, so I discovered the method, which honestly I also saw in one of the videos of one of the doll makers, and she recommended just to use stickers. These are not just stickers, these are called temporary tattoos, you know, like for kids, or maybe some adults also like them, I don't know. The ones that you can apply, put some water on it, and then it will stick to the surface. So I have a big collection. Some of the sizes turned to be too big for the back panels, so I'm not using them. Maybe it also would be nice to make a video and mention the sizes and recommend which stickers are better ones. Well, I'm also using the acrylic paint. Well, this one I only have one, as I bought it for the purpose of putting the freckles on the face of the doll. So I'm just having one like brown color. I'm very happy with it. I don't feel like I need any more. And yeah, well, once we're using the your pastel, right, so we need to have such containers like of any kind. I bought a set, and in that set there was also such plastic knife, such tool that helps you to scratch the pastel, so you have the powder, and the same tool I'm using for opening the head of the doll. Because it's also challenging, since you need to put a lot of effort, and you need to put something plastic that will be holding the between these two panels, so you will be able later on effortless open the head. So in this set I also had this tool. What else? Well, the other materials, they all will be more as of an extra. However, you do understand that you will need to purchase different clothes for Blythe, and the clothes for Blythe actually is really expensive, so it's the same price as the clothes for people. So and it's not a joke, and I'm not exaggerating. So it needs a lot of pieces of clothes, as you will start matching the colors and designs. Definitely you'll need to buy shoes, unless you can make all of it by yourself. And also I have a complete video about the shoe sizes which will be suitable for Blythe. You can find it on my channel. And since I see I have some more materials which I forgot mentioning, I have here a bit of a messy table, as I really brought everything I'm using. And I forgot to mention that we do need to have the brushes. Well, these are just brushes for makeup, and especially I find useful the small brushes, not the big ones, so it's for the makeup. And you will need let me see where it is. Well, you will need a lighter, and it's all about the pull strings, so you will need a lighter. And if you wish, because you know the doll has inside the ears such holes, so you can buy a set of earrings. Well, I purchased these ones. There's so many colors here, and they're so cute. But still I'm experiencing some difficulties, and you do need to understand that if you put the earrings, right, so you will close them from inside, so it means they cannot be removed. So this is about the accessories. And what else? Once you will be making some photo sessions, I would recommend you having a stand. Well, such stands, they're available on AliExpress. I saw some different ones doll artists are using, some wooden or metal. I'm not sure where do they buy them from, but this stand, it looks so gentle, but still it works fine. It holds the doll, and it comes in different colors. There are so many, I guess at least 12 colors you can choose from. I bought 2. As of accessories, well, you can also buy some rubber bands. It's all like, you know, in a section for kids, some small hair clips that you can later on put on the head on the hair of your doll. And since I am digging more into the mess I created, I found something really important that I forgot mentioning. This is all about the eyes. Because you will need to remove the original eye chips, so that's why you will need to use such glue sticks. And that's why, again, there is one more purpose of the lighter, that you will be heating the glue stick and removing the original eye chips. And let me see, I also have the pair of cotton gloves, because you know, once you're working with a doll, especially once it's the stage of a makeup, you cannot touch the face, as it will ruin everything. I will not recommend you the same gloves. However, they're cotton, but you know, the surface is kind of rough, so that's why it's even scratches a little bit the doll. So that's why I stopped using it. I found a way to hold the facial plate in such a way that I'm not touching anything. But again, I think I need to give another try and just buy different cotton gloves for this purpose. Yeah, so out of the accessories, I mean, there are so many accessories. It can be like, here I have even glasses, so everything that can be, you know, as a fashion for a person, the bag and shoes and socks, so the same can be used for doll. And yeah, the last thing that I would like to show you, that I purchased some furniture, and it's difficult to find 1/6 furniture which is suitable for Blythe. And even if you find, I also want to warn you that it's pretty much expensive, but it's nice as the, you know, as the settings for the photo sessions, to make your dolls to be in the interior of its own size. Yeah, and as of now I'm waiting for some photo phones I ordered, because I want to have like different backgrounds for the pictures. I still haven't tried it yet, but it's on the way. Hopefully I will get it maybe even in a few days, because I have been waiting for more than 1 month. Yeah, so that is just like a overview of the items. I guess I will make some more videos to talk, especially to talk about the eyes, the eye mechanism, and because there's so much information here that you need to know how to make it right, how to not spoil other parts of the doll. Because you see, once you're buying a doll with the extra facial plate, there is no option to buy extra eyelids, let's say. But definitely on AliExpress you can find these parts, but you need to be aware that the parts, if you spoil, let's say, something, that it's better to buy one more spare doll which you will be using for extra parts, rather than buying these parts separately, as it will be so expensive. So that's all as of now. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe for my channel, put like to this video, and many more to come. Have a nice day, everyone. Bye bye.